Hi guys, Andy here again, and in this lesson we're looking at my top 5 easy riffs played mainly on the thickest E string. Now this should be appropriate for most guitarists, even if you're an absolute beginner, you should be able to do some of these, and they're ideal for an electric guitar going through an amp with a little bit of fuzz, but you are able to play them on absolutely any guitar. It just might even be a little easier to play them on an electric guitar as well. Let me just give you a quick demonstration of those 5 riffs. We have Misty Mountain Hop by Led Zeppelin. We have New York City Cops by The Strokes. We have Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. There's a couple of ways to play this. We can play it on the B string, but I'm going to be showing you, I'll show you both ways, but we're going to start by playing it on the thickest E string. And My Generation, quite an easy one. And finally, this one's a little bit trickier, definitely. This is the Peter Gunn theme, made famous by the Blues Brothers. To get the tabs for all of these licks and a little bit of hints to the rest of the song and chords, do check out my website by clicking the link, which I think it'll be over there actually, andyguitar.co.uk, and please subscribe if you've enjoyed this lesson and learned something and to support my channel. Let's get you in for a close-up and learn these easy riffs. So here's Misty Mountain Hop. We're going to put our third finger on the 5th fret of the thickest E string. And we're going to play that note. Then we put our first finger, take that finger off and put our first finger on the 3rd fret of the same E string. And that's the second note. And then the final note, the 3rd one, of the easiest way to play this riff is just the open E string. So keep your hand in the same position, but just let your fingers go. So we have the first note, second, and 3rd. And if you have a listen to the song, those 3 notes repeat to form the main part of the riff. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow for you guys. 1 is 5th fret, 3rd fret, open. 5th, 3rd fret, open. And then if we can speed that up a little, start to get the riff. You really want to have your fingers kind of already lined up, a finger a fret from the 5th fret, kind of like this to start off with, and then keep all the other fingers as close as you can to the frets, and that's going to help you out for every one of these riffs. Kind of, we're always in a position on the neck. We have your fingers lined up at adjacent frets, and we choose which fingers we're going to use for those frets, and that's how all these riffs are going to work. We choose our 3rd finger, the 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st finger, and then the open E, and we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nothing special with the picking hand, but just keep it rooted. If you can keep the wrist really close or even touching the guitar, even better. I'm kind of crouched down, so I've got my elbow stuck in the air, but you guys should kind of be nice and relaxed and sat up straight. And then as the added part to this riff, just to make it a little, well, basically play the whole thing properly, we want our 3rd finger on the A string at 7th fret, and we hit that note, and then the open E again to finish it off. Quick demo, the one we've just done. Definitely get this one along to the record first. Want to definitely play along to the record with this one, or it'll be hard to get the timing. But then with the added note, So 5, 3, 0, 7th fret on the E string, so we have to move slightly, and then to the open. If that's not something you're able to do yet, it's totally cool, the other part will sound fine. And that generally just alternates between doing this riff and an A power chord, which is with your first finger, 2nd fret on the A string, and you pick in the A string and the E string in a palm muted fashion. So we do the riff maybe 4 times, and then the A power chord. Yeah, palm muted, and then back to the riff. Harder one. And that is Misty Mountain Hop for the majority of it. The start riff of New York City Cops. Exactly the same 3 notes. We're just, we're playing the first note a little bit more often and then mixing them up a little bit. So same position, but 3rd finger is going to be played 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just keep hitting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then straight to your first finger at 5th fret. First finger, open, first finger, open. First. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the start of the riff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the top again, 5th fret, 3rd fret, open 3rd, open 3rd. 3rd, open 3rd, open 3rd. And that goes throughout the entire intro. And the only part of the song that we're not got there is the chorus. So vast majority of the song again. 3, open 3, open 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, open 3, open 3. And that's exactly how that looks on the tab as well. So do check out the website if you want the tab to it. Satisfaction. We have this same kind of position, lining our fingers up a finger a fret, but we're going to line them up at 7th fret. So your first finger's at 7th fret, and we play that one twice. And then, if you can do a little mute as well, or just a relax of your first finger, that would be fantastic. It'll sound more like the song. And then, 1st, 3rd, little finger. If that's really tricky, you can use your 1st, middle to 3rd, but I like to use this riff as a bit of little finger training to kind of get that pinky working. So 1st at 7th fret, 7th fret, 9, and then 10. And then after that we have your little finger twice, 10th fret twice, and then 9th fret twice again. 10, 10, 9, 9. So on the tab that would look like 7, 7, 7, 9, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9. Ha! One more time, correct. 7, 7, 7, 9, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9. It's probably 10, 10, 9, 9 that's the trickiest part of it. But also kind of shooting up, getting all the way up that little run can be tricky as well. Remember, keep your fingers nice and close to the frets, and you can use your 1st, so middle and 3rd if you prefer, but we're looking at this way. That riff can also be played, and is played kind of the Keith Richards way, at 2nd fret, but if you can do it at on the thickest E string, you can do it here as well, and it's good knowledge that kind of notes repeat. So it's a little bit more of a stretch for beginners. So it's all the same finger movements, starting on the 2nd fret of the A string. So we're going 2nd, 2nd, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4. First half, 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2. And as I say, it's all the same finger movements. And the rhythm guitar to that song is mainly just an open E chord and an open A chord. So we'll definitely have a look at that in a later lesson, and it will be written out on my website, as I say, follow the link. But I'm just going to do a quick video showing you these 5 licks. Next one is My Generation. So the next riff is My Generation, where we have your fingers set up from 1st fret, and we're going to select the 3rd finger at 3rd fret. Play it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to your 1st finger at 1st fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just repeat that twice to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1/3 on its own. And then it's just one repetition of that riff that goes between the singing. So just that run up and the intro one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and stop on 3rd. People try to put us down just because we get around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There. Hopefully you can see that kind of better. You'll have to listen to the song and know it kind of well to know when it keeps going and when it stops. And it stops between all the singing. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. And I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. Things like that. And sometimes it carries on. Then in the song, it does move at one point up to 5th fret and 3rd. So it goes 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5. And for that one, why don't you all fade away? Same thing again. And then it just moves up by 1 fret just for the final chorus. People try to put us down. 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4, 6. Exactly the same thing, but it just moves up those 3 times. So 3 and 1, 5 and 3, and 6 and 4. Again, tabs on the website. Finally, the Peter Gunn theme. A little bit of palm muting sounds great on this one. Awkward to play this one when I'm crouched down. But we have the open E string twice. 2nd fret with your 1st finger, so we're lined up with your 1st finger, 2nd fret, and a finger to fret from there, ideally in this kind of position. This position alone will help your all of these riffs, especially on just a couple of strings. But any single note riffs, lining up your fingers, a finger to fret like this, will really help you as a starting point. Open, open, 2nd, open. Open, open, 2nd fret, open. And if you can do that, we're already halfway through. So that's a comfort. Open, open, 2nd fret with your 1st finger, then open. The timing of this one needs to be totally even. Open, open, 2nd, open. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're struggling with that, the next bit's going to be really tricky. So really try and get that first bit there. I hope my fingers are in focus for you guys. Open, open, 2nd fret, open. It's the only one that's doing anything at the moment. And then open. After that open, we go to 3rd fret. Open, open, 2nd, open, 3. 0, 0, 2, 0, 3. Back to open. Open, open, 2nd, open, 3rd, open. So just going up, kind of almost alternate. You start off with 2 zeros, 2 open strings, and then you go alternate. from second to third. And then finally, again, I'd prefer you to kind of do a little slide on that third. Now that really elevates this riff. That does make it much, much tougher. Sliding, third fret, don't pick it again. Slide your finger to the fourth fret. And we don't really want to hear third fret. We just kind of slide off it. I don't go, you know, it's straight away. So if you can do that, that's great. If not, just play third fret kind of to get it up to speed, get your picking hand going and getting this maybe along to the record. But this one's much tougher, as I say. Then the final two notes, 5th fret and 4th fret, which you can do with your first two fingers if you want an easy cheating way. But again, if you use your little finger and third finger, so 4th finger and 3rd finger, it's good finger training for you. Or, you know, 3 and 2. But we're trying to get this idea in this lesson that we can assign a finger to a fret on the thickest E string, and that makes all these riffs easier to play when you can do it. Certainly easier to play up to tempo, otherwise your first finger's just going to be jumping about everywhere, which isn't something that we want. So just that whole riff again, nice and slow. And that just repeats. Open, 2, 3, slide, 5, 4. Again, if the slide's giving you trouble, definitely just forget about it for now. Get the rest of the content in the riff because it's quite short. It loops for the whole song. And it still sounds really good. And like Peter Gunn again, a little bit of palm muting. Sounds really cool. So thanks for checking out this lesson. Please subscribe to keep updated of any new easy riffs and easy songs, and to help navigate every lesson that I have on YouTube. It's far easier to find them all on the website at andyguitar.co.uk. Hope to see you again. Thanks for watching.